Sydney Christensen, Olivia Forster.
It did it.
Test. Okay, we're here up at South Summit High School here at the Divisional Wrestles. We said we'd log in at 2:30. We're hoping to get started on the championship round a little earlier. It's scheduled to go on at 3. But we're hoping that, as they're finishing up some of these consolation matches, a lot of people here today, a lot of school buses. This has been a big event over 2 days. So if you're logging in and you're wanting to watch some wrestles, you're at the right place. We're getting a printout of some brackets to let you know how everybody did and how everybody finished up. A lot of good schools, a lot of good wrestlers. And if you like wrestling, this is the place to be, because there's been a lot of it going on. So if you're logged on and if you know anybody that wants to be logged on, give them a call, let them know we're going to be on. Also, if you're listening from another school and you have, a wrestler, a lot of times on these wrestling matches from schools other than South Summit, I don't spend a lot of time calling those matches. If you're online to watch your kid and listen to your wrestling match from another school, send a direct message there on the YouTube app, and I'll make sure we get you tuned in on who you want to watch. So we can help you out there. Really boils down into who you want to watch and how you want to see it. There is a little direct DM message there on the corner, and you can send us a direct message, and we'll call your match. So we are going to continue watching some of these consolation matches. They're finishing up. They have 2 mats here set up in the gym, finishing up the girls' 3rd and 4th. When we come back, when we get to the championship round, it's going to be championship for both boys and girls at the same time on 2 different mats. And unless you send me a message that you're from another school, we're probably going to zoom the camera on the South Summit wrestler and call that match. But like I say, if you're from another school, or if you have a relative from another school, let me know. Send me a direct message. We are going to tune out here for just a second. I'm going to turn the audio off while we finish up these consolation matches, but we're going to be back online pretty soon. Right there. Okay. Test. Test.
Just so everyone knows, we're going to broadcast the finals on the South Limit YouTube channel.
Okay, quick update. We finished up the girls here on the consolation matches. They haven't announced yet exactly what time we're going to be getting started, but we should be getting started shortly. Getting a few DMs on the weight classes and kids you want to hear. So keep sending them, and we'll keep calling them. I'm going to have some brackets here shortly, some printouts that we can go by, so we have something to read. And we'll be able to have some names and give you kind of a recap. 2 days of full wrestling has gone on here. We've had some amazing wrestling matches. Amazing group of people. The gymnasium is full. There's still some seats. If you want to come and watch it, there's still places to sit and watch. But we, for Utah high school wrestling, this is where you want to be. Still kind of in limbo here, in between consolation and championships. So We'll keep you updated as much as possible. Looking forward to some great matches. I do know that Corner Canyon has 11 wrestlers in the final. South Summit has 7. So South Summit making a great showing here, and we'll have some more information. But as of right now, 2:45. Hoping that we get some wrestling here going by 3, which was the scheduled time. Maybe they'll get them a little earlier. We will keep you updated and keep listening.
It did stop signaling through here. Yeah, so I did change it back to yeah. Echo. We kind of it's now really cracked. Yeah, that part's off. If you flip that switch again, you hear it again, but YouTube wouldn't be very good. This will work. I don't know how to regulate my volume. Yeah, I think it's something. I mean, I didn't even bring my earbuds today, so I'm not going to be listening the whole time. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. So, and like they can technically hear us, but yeah, that's our voice right there. But it's going to be real quiet until you're in the yard. But I basically eliminated all background noise, so it's probably there at 6 5. I don't actually know. He's around a lot, but I've never like been properly introduced to him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 10 minutes away from our championship round. We're going to get that going right at 3 o'clock. So grab a seat, have your wrestlers start to get warmed up and get ready. We're going to do a face-off, a national anthem, and then we're going to get to our championship matches. Okay, we just got a update from the announcer stand. We are going to start at 3 o'clock. They will have a national anthem, a face-off. So we'll be able to do the full round. You'll be able to hear everything you need to do.
No, just this. Just getting some papers here, getting a few updates, going to make a few marks. Going to call a couple extra rounds. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are getting about ready to start. They have us scheduled at 3 o'clock. We will going to have a face-off, and we're going to have a Pledge of Allegiance. I will try to not overtalk the main announcer, so if we're getting some feedback, it'll be from that. We should be going live here with the finals, divisional finals, 3A divisional finals between the boys and girls Utah State High School Wrestling. Like we said before, if you've got friends or family from different schools, you know, it is a South Summit YouTube channel. We do announce for South Summit, but if you've got matches you want to listen to, send us a DM, and we will try to focus on that match. They're going to be jumping back and forth between boys and girls. We're going to have girls on our left, boys on the right. So, unfortunately, every time there is a South Summit wrestler, we're probably going to call that one. But I really want to, you know, try to help anybody out who is remote, has a relative, son, grandson, granddaughter, daughter wrestling and can't be here. Our goal is to help you out as well. So send me a DM, let me know a name and a weight class, and we will do our best to call those other matches. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with our championship round. Let's clear the mat for wrestlers. As we clear the mat, we'd like to give a big thanks and round of applause to our tournament director, Brenda Bushel. How about a round of applause for Brenda Bushel for putting this great tournament together?
As far as wrestling tournaments go, it's an incredibly organized and well-run tournament. We'd also like to thank Principal Kenna Rigo for allowing us to use her school and be here on Saturday. We're going to do a quick face-off. So wrestlers come out to the edge of the mat, both boys and girls, opposite their opponents. And once we get all the wrestlers out here, we're going to honor our flag.
Okay, we're getting ready to get started here. We are. They have called everybody to clear the mat. We're going to have our national anthem. We're going to have a face-off. I am probably going to put the mic out on the mat so that don't have to duplicate everything that the main announcer is saying. Hopefully you can hear it. That way you don't have to hear a bunch from me. You'll be able to listen to your weight classes and see who's wrestling who. Once again, final divisional wrestles for Utah State High School, Region 3A. These are for first and second place in both the girls and boys finals here at the divisionals. What you're seeing on the screen now is the wrestlers getting ready to face off.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, we have the flag over here on the east side of the gymnasium. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America. Okay, we just had the Pledge of Allegiance here at the flag. That's what we're going to do for our national anthem and for our patriotic tribute.
All right, the boys division in the 106-pound class from Canyon View, Ethan Griffith, and from Divisional High School, Evans Montano. And then your girl, 100-pound classification, Lana Chan of Juan Diego, and Raven Canico of Canyon View. And 113 pounds from Canyon View, Huber Knoll, and from South Summit High School, Cash Atkinson. 105, Kyrie Newcomb of Union, and Mario Castillo of Canyon View. And 120 pounds from Emory High School, Dixon Peacock versus Kurt Larson from Manton. 110-pound classification, Avery Duncan of Union against Taylor Winner. And 126 pounds from Union, Brady Roybal, and from Canyon View High School, Dave Nelson. Your girls 150-pound classification, Brady Winterton of Union against Brody Morrison. And 132 pounds from Canyon View High School, Lamona Machacando, and from South Summit High School, Mike Holberg. Girls 120-pound classification, Natalia Cardenas of Juan Diego. Taylor Ditfer of Canyon View. 138 pounds from Union High School, Gabriel Whiting, and from Canyon View High School, Cavallari. In 125-pound girls classification, Brooklyn Barney of Canyon View against Serenity Bushnell of Canyon View. 144 pounds from Canyon View High School, Brick Lake Crowley. And from South Summit High School, Dane Winter. 130-pound classification, Takeria Taylor of Canyon View against Gemma Carter of Canyon View. At 150 pounds from Union High School, Spartan Predator, and from Canyon View High School, Nathan Nicole. Your 135 pounds, Evie Davidson of Union
At 157 pounds from Canyon View High School, Alex Crowley. And from Grantsville High School, Riker Jones.
Girls, 140 pound, Elizabeth Rodriguez of Canyon View. Gwendolyn Carter of Canyon View.
At 165 pounds from Union High School, Tucker Roybal. And from Canyon View High School, Deacon Davies.
Senior girls, 145 pounds, we have Ijana Makiwa Union against Jackson Kiplin of Canyon View.
At 175 pounds from Union High School, Jed Chatwin. And from Southland High School, Ben Smith.
Girls, 155 pounds, Daisy LaFalle of Richfield.
At 190 pounds from Canyon View High School, Preston Nicole. And from South Summit High School, Riker Woodward.
Senior girl, 170 pounds, your champion will be Summerlin Micelle of Richfield.
In the 215 pound classification from Union High School, Weston Richens. And from South Summit High School, Oscar Dominguez.
York girl, 190 pounds, Hannah Berry of North Sandy against Lisa Mapakauka of Canyon View.
At 285 pounds from Canyon View High School, Kate Gillian. And from South Summit High School, Trayvon Booker.
235 pounds, Amy Hernandez of Juan Diego, and Carmen of Canyon View.
All righty, now wrestling in 106 pounds.
All righty, there you have it.
Canyon View High School.
You have your introductions there. Sorry about that. Forgot to turn the volume down. I turned it way up so that the you could hear the announcer. Forgot to turn it down a little. We're going to get started right off the bat here over on the boys' side. Evan Centeno against Tegan Griffiths from Canyon View. So Ben Lohman and Canyon View with the boys here on the left. Over on the right at 100 pounds, we got Canijo from Canyon View and Chan from Juan. Sorry, Juan Duego. Lots of names and schools to keep track of. And over here on the left, right off the bat, Centeno from Ben Lohman and Griffiths of Canyon View. Almost got a pin there. Over here on the right with the girls team, the Canyon View wrestler, Cahill, almost had a pin there. Raylyn Canijo from Canyon View with a record of 22-9. She had to buy the first and second round. In the third round, she beat Mendez from Ogden. Chan from Juan Diego. Lana Chan has a record of 5-10. Had to buy the second round. Wrestled Baker from Rich, and that's how she got here in the first and second match. At the third and fourth at this waist class, Baker from Richfield ended up third, and Mendez from Ogden ended up fourth. At the 106-pound weight class, we're watching Evan Centeno from Ben Lomond wrestling Tegan Griffiths from Canyon View. Evan had to buy the first round, and he won his second and third and fourth round. Griffins from Canyon View beat Cash Collard the first match, beat Xavier Nelson from Emory the second match, beat Blake Pulver from South Summit, the third match. On the consolation side of this weight class, Whiting from Union ended up third. Thornton from South Summit ended up fourth. Blake Pulver ended up sixth. And as time ran out here on the girls' match, the guy with the towel tapped the ref. Right after that, the ref signaled a pin. So they're having some consultation here to determine if time ran out before the ref slapped the mat. I know the time ran out before he slapped the mat, but they're determining whether he was doing that as a call before the time ran out. So Canijo from Canyon View and Chan from Juan Diego with a little bit of controversy here right off the bat. Chan from Juan Diego. They have determined that time ran out before the actual pin happened. So they're going to keep wrestling. Chan from Juan Diego, she won the toss. She's going to start neutral. They're going to start the second round. Score is 8-5 for Canyon View. Over here on the left with the boys match, Centeno and Griffiths. Score is currently 10-1 for, having a hard time reading that screen, Ben Lomond. 10-1 for Centeno from Ben Lomond. They're about most of the way through their second period. That's going to end shortly. Over on the girls' side, it's now 8-5. 8 for Canijo from Canyon View. 5 for Chan from Juan Diego. And Chan is able to get a reversal, and now the score is tied at 8. 1 minute left in the second period. She just got an escape. Score is now 9-8 for Canijo. Both the wrestlers, Canijo and Juan and Chan, neutral, standing. Over on the left, starting the third period, score is now 10-1 for Centeno of Ben Lomond over Griffiths of Canyon View. Quick takedown here by Canijo from Canyon View. Score's going to be 12-8. 35 seconds left in the second period of that match. Score now 12-8 for Canijo of Canyon View, and he has Chan on her back, and Chan is going to get pinned. Canijo from Canyon View is going to come off with the win for the girls in the 100-pound weight class. Raylyn Canijo from Canyon View is going to be your division champion over Lana Chan from Juan Diego with the pin. So coming up here, over here on the left at the boys' weight class, we still have Centeno from Ben Lomond, Griffiths of Canyon View. Centeno leading that match by a score of 15-1 with 30 seconds left in the third period. And unless something changed, it looks like Centeno from Canyon View is going to win that match unless something drastic happens. Over here on our right at 105-pound weight class, Myra Castillo from Canyon View. Kyrie Meekum from Union. We just finished up the boys 106-pound weight class. Up next on the boys' weight class at 113, we're going to have Cooper Noel from Canyon View. Cash Atkinson from South Summit. Good thing we had some DMs for Cooper Noel, because we've got our own South Summit wrestler, Cash Atkinson. We're going to zoom in on that one. We're going to call that Cash on his feet. Cash shoots in for the single, gets the single, pulls him around, gets the three-point takedown. Cash Atkinson on top, working the upper body, tied up the legs. Cooper Noel on the bottom. Score is 3-0 for Cash. Sorry, I got the names wrong. I was looking for the South Summit wrestler, and he ends up with the white jersey. So score is going to be 3-0 for Cooper Noel from Canyon View. Both these wrestlers really going at it. Score's now going to be 7-0 with a near fall. Cooper Noel in the lead. South Summit in the white singlet. I haven't seen him in the white singlets before, so my mistake at the start. Score is now 7-1 for Cooper Noel, Canyon View. Wrestler stops him. They go off the mat. They bring him back to the center. They start him again. They're on their feet. Cooper had that nice single leg and turned it into a double leg. Cooper shoots for the single. He goes to the double. He's got the lift. He takes him down. He's got him on his back. He's going to get another 3 points. Score's going to be 10-1 for Cooper Noel. Cash down flat on his stomach now. Cooper working that upper body, tying those legs up. Score is 10-1 with 40 seconds left in the first period. Cash trying to get back to his hands and knees. Cooper Noel got that single arm bar. He's working the arm bar hard. He's got the legs working out to the side. Cash got to get up to his hands and knees here pretty quick. If you hear all the cheering, that's the girls over here on the right side. We just had a pin. Meekum from Union defeats Castillo from Canyon View. And over here back to Cooper. Cooper's got Cash on his back. He's going to get some near fall points. I don't know if he can pin him. Cash trying to get him up. He has a headlock around him, and he's going to get it. Cooper Newell going to get the fall. And he will be your division champion from Canyon View High School. Cooper Newell defeats Cash Atkinson. Final score was 14-1, in case you're wondering, and there was about 30 seconds left on the clock for that second period. No, sorry, the ref said time ran out. He didn't pin him. Ref's going to say time's out. He stopped him, brought him back to the center to start the second period. 14-1 for Cooper Newell. Cooper going to his feet. Cash trying to keep him down. And they end up going out of bounds before any points are scored. Cooper almost had the escape. I apologize about that. What I saw was the ref slapping the mat, and what I didn't see was time had already ran out. So Cooper Newell had him pinned, but unfortunately time had run out. Ref brings him back to the center. Cooper on bottom, Cash on top. Cooper going to his feet. Cash trying to tie those legs up to take him back down. They're getting dangerously close to out of bounds. Cooper almost gets the escape, but Cash reaches down and grabs the leg. He still has the control. They are on the boundary line, about to go out of bounds. Working their way back to the center. Cash shoots in. Hard crossface there by Cooper Newell, and he takes him to the mat again. 1:20 left in the second period. Score's going to be 16-1 for Cooper Newell. Cooper looking for the pin. He has the, doesn't have the arm bar, doesn't have the half Nelson, but he's still trying to roll him over to get some points. I don't think he can pin him here unless he can pull that other arm out. And now he gets the other arm, turns it into a reverse arm bar, and he's going to get the pin. Cooper Newell gets the pin with exactly 1 minute left in the second round. Cooper Newell, now your division champion. Up next at 120 pounds for Larson from Manti, Peacock from Embry at 120 pounds. Over at the mat on the right, we have Whittam from Canyon View and Duncan from Union at the girls. Sorry about that confusion there on Cooper Newell's. The ref had slapped the mat, and I thought it was over, but we've had that happen twice today where refs have called pins, and they had to go back and check the clock to see if time had in fact run out. Cooper Newell had the pin, but the time had run out, so they Started them back over. Over here at 120 pounds, we're going to get started with Larson from Manti, Peacock from Emory. Dirk Larson, Manti, with a record of 34-4. Dixon Peacock with a record of 33-7. Both wrestlers still neutral, both on their feet. Time at 1:30. Larson kind of shoots in, makes a little bit of a mistake, gets out of control, and Peacock going to end up with the 3-point takedown. 3-0 for Peacock from Manti. Peacock on top. Larson trying to get to his hands and knees. Over at the right, we have Whittam from Canyon View and Duncan from Union. Duncan is leading by a score of 3-0. They're in the first period with 37 seconds left. Over on the left, Larson from Manti, Peacock from Emory. Score is 3-0 for Peacock from Emory. He's pretty much stayed on top the most of this match. The ref's going to stop him for potentially dangerous, bring him back to the center. We did have a reversal over here from Whittam and Duncan. Score is going to be 3-2 in the first round with 10 seconds left. 3 for Duncan, 2 for Whittam. Larson and Peacock. Larson comes back. He's on the bottom. Peacock from Emory on top. Larson goes to his feet. Peacock trying to hang on to the leg. 34 seconds left in the first period. Peacock with the 3-0 lead. Peacock still trying to get around, and the ref's going to stop him for stalemate. He's going to bring Larson from Manti back to the center. He's going to be on the bottom. Peacock from Emory on top. On the girls' side, we're still at 3-2 for Whittam and Canyon View and Duncan of Union. 1:51 left in the second period in that match. Over here, Larson from Manti gets the 1-point escape. Score's going to be 3-1 with 8 seconds left in the first period. Both wrestlers neutral. Peacock kind of shoots in and time runs out. Doesn't get any points. End of 1. Larson from Manti with a score of 1. Peacock from Emory with a score of 3. And Whittam in the girls' match. Whittam gets the pin for Canyon View. Duncan from Union will end up in second. To start the second round, Larson is on the bottom. Peacock is on top. Larson goes to his feet trying to get away. Peacock trying to maintain that leg. Ref's going to stop him there as they go out of bounds on the far side. He'll bring him back to the center. Up next in the girls' 115-pound weight class, Winterton from Union, Lauritsen from Canyon View. We're going to try to call that one for you as well. We got DMs for both. So we're going to leave the screen out on both matches. And Larson gets the 1-point escape. Score's going to be 3-2 with 1:36 left in the second period. Both of these wrestlers still neutral. They're not on their feet, but they are still neutral. Peacock kind of tried to shoot in there a little bit, but Larson keeps those arms down in there. Ref's going to stop him for a stalemate, bring him back to the center of the mat. Still haven't started over here with Winterton and Lauritsen yet. Peacock shoots in. Larson does a good job stretching out, keeping him from getting anything. 1 minute left here in the second period. Larson trying to get around for the 2 points. He's got the leg. He's kind of trying to work into a cradle. Both wrestlers are still neutral. There's no point scored. Neither has control. They are on the mat on their hands and knees, but there's been no control established by either wrestler. Girls match has stopped. The Winterton from Lauritsen has not started yet. Ref's going to stop him from stalemate again. He stopped them more than I've ever seen anybody stop a stalemate. Score is 3-2. 30 seconds left in the second period. Dirk Larson, Dixon Peacock. The good thing is I think they're holding off the girls' match till we can catch up a little bit, and we do have a DM request for Winterton and Larson, so we'll be able to call that one. Larson and Peacock on the boys' side end up going out of bounds with 7 seconds left on the clock. Score is still 3-2 for Peacock over Larson. Ref starts them out on their feet. Time runs out in the second period. Dixon Peacock ahead by a score of 3-2 over Dirk Larson. Peacock chooses to start the second round, third round on the bottom. Larson will be on top. Peacock tries to go to his feet. Larson ties up the legs. He has Peacock broke down flat, working that upper body. Dirk Larson getting a little bit out of shape, getting a little high. Still has the leg tied though. Larson working on that single arm. Peacock going to his feet, trying to get to escape. And he gets it. Score's going to be tied at 3. 1:25 left in the third period. Sorry, that was Emery that got the escape. Score's going to be 4-2. So Dixon Peacock with a lead of 4-2 over Dirk Larson of Manti. Larson trying to get in, almost had the takedown, did not get it before they go out of bounds. So ref's going to stop him and bring him out. Score is still going to be 4-2 for Peacock over Larson. 1 minute left in the third period. Wrestler still neutral. Peacock shoots in. Can't get it. Larson trying to get around behind him. Gets around behind him. Gets the legs. Going to get the three-point takedown. Score's going to be 5-4 with 45 seconds left. Larson in the lead now. Larson on top. Working Dixon Peacock. Working that upper body. Score is 5-4 with 30 seconds left for Dirk Larson of Manti. Peacock trying to get to his feet. Trying to break grip. He gets away. He gets the escape. Score's going to be tied at 5 with 18 seconds left. Shoots in. Peacock shoots in. Can't get it. Larson stretches out. Keeps him from getting any points. Score tied at 5 with 8 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Still tied at 5, and that's going to be the match. We're going to go to overtime. Dirk Larson from Manti. Dixon Peacock from Emery. They start again, and Larson is going to get the 2-point takedown. Excuse me. Peacock caught a little bit off guard. Dirk Larson getting the takedown, winning the overtime. Okay, over to the girls' side. 150-pound weight class. Brady Winterton, Brinley Lauritsen. We're going to zoom in on that match. Winterton ends up with the 3-point takedown. She's got her on her back, and she's going to get the fall. 14 seconds into the first round. Brady Winterton puts Brinley Lauritsen on her back and gets the pin. Going to start losing my voice here. So Brady Winterton of Union over Lauritsen of Canyon View. Up next on the boys at 126, we have Grady Roybal from Union versus Gage Nilsson from Canyon View. Nelson with the 3-point takedown. We just watched the girls' 115-pound weight class. Brady Winterton pinned Lauritsen from Canyon View. The South Summit wrestler in that class, Brooklyn Ross, she had to bye the first and the second round. She actually lost to Lauritsen. And Brooklyn Ross ended up third place in this weight class. Score is still 3-0 for Roy Ball of Union over Nilsson of Canyon View. 30 seconds left in the first period. Roy Ball tries to do a little flip underneath, can't get anything. Nelson still on top. Roy Ball tries to do a sit out, can't get it. Nelson still on top. Scores 3-0 with 15 seconds left in the first period. And we have a warning for Canyon View. Nilsson. Ref stops him with 11 seconds, brings him back to the center of the mat. 7 seconds left. Score is still 3-0 for Nilsson of Canyon View. Ref stops him for potentially dangerous with 1 second left in the first round. He brings him back to the center. And for 1 second, they wrestle to start the second round. We're going to wait here on the match between Winterton and Lauritsen. Sorry, we're going to have Taylor Dittmer and Natalia Cardenas coming up next on the girls' side at 120 pounds. Taylor Dittmar, Natalia Cardenas. They're waiting for the boys' match to kind of catch up. Over on the boys' side, Nilsson from Canyon View, Roy Ball from Union. Score is still 3-0 for Nilsson of Canyon View. 1:24 left in the second period. Ref stops him, brings him back to the center. Nelson tries to get out. And just before that, they went out of bounds. The ref did give him, awarded a 3-point near fall. Score's going to be 6-0. Roy Ball's going to get the escape. Score is now 6-1 with 1:05 left in the second period. Ref stops him, brings him back to the center of the mat. He got the escape just as they went out of bounds. Those wrestlers are on their feet. They end up going out of bounds again. Score is still 6-1 for Nilsson of Canyon View over Roy Ball of Union. 48 seconds left in the second period. Apologize to the viewers at home. It's really tough to call two matches. And Roy Ball ends up with a headlock, puts Nilsson on his back. He's going to get 3 points near fall. And he's going to lead the match at 7-6. Now Roy Ball puts him in a cradle, standing cradle, puts him on his back. Nilsson on his back, ref down taking a look. Roy Ball can't hold it. Nilsson gets back to his feet. Score is going to be 11-6 with 10 seconds left in the second period. He's going to get the 1-point escape. Score is going to be 11-7 for Roy Ball of Union over Nilsson of Canyon View. They're going to start the third round with Nilsson on the bottom, Roy Ball on top. Roy Ball goes in for the fireman's carry. They're almost out of bounds. Ref's not going to award him the points. Score is 8-11 currently, and now Roy Ball clears the head. He's going to get the 4-point takedown. Score's going to be 14-8. 1:34 left in the third period. Roy Ball of Union over Nelson of Canyon View. Roy Ball trying to get away. They are about half and half off the mat. The ref's going to let him keep wrestling, which is what I like. Still wrestling there at the boundary of the mat. 54 seconds left. Roy Ball is leading by a score of 14-8, and ref is going to stop him for potentially dangerous. I thought he was going to bring him back to the center. He's going to award 1 point to Nelson. Score is going to be 14-9. 51 seconds left in the third period. Nelson on the bottom. Roy Ball on top. Roy Ball leading by a score of 14-9. Nelson trying to go to his feet. Roy Ball puts him in a standing cradle, puts him on his back. Ref's down, taking a look, and he's going to pin him. Roy Ball from Union pins Gage Nelson.
Now wrestling at 120 pounds, Natalia Cardenas of Juan Diego against Taylor Dittmer of Canyon.
Okay, at 120 pounds in the girls' side. Taylor Dittmer, Natalia Cardenas. On the boys' side, Bryce Pulver from South Summit, Limoni Matakanga from Canyon View. And immediately, Dittmer has Cardenas on her back. Ref's down taking a look, and Cardenas is going to end up getting pinned by Dittmer from Canyon View. 14 seconds into the first round, so Dittmer with the win. Over here on the boys' side, Pulver and McKayon.
Bryce Pulver has been wrestling for 12 years.
Both these wrestlers still neutral. Pulver, McKayon. Matakayong. Both wrestlers still neutral, still on their feet. Both wrestlers still tied up, still on their feet, circling around. 1 minute left in the first period. Getting close to being out of bounds. Ref's going to stop him and bring him back to the center. Neutral. Score is 0-0. 54 seconds left. Wrestlers tie up, break away, tie back up. Still neutral, 30 seconds left in the first round. Score still tied at 0. Shoots in, Bryce shoots in for the single. He has the single. He's trying to pull the leg. Lamoni does a good job stretching out. Can't let him get it. Wrestlers still end up neutral. Lamoni reaches back for the single. He can't get it. Both wrestlers are still neutral. Lamoni tries to do a head chuck. He can't get it. Score still tied at 0. 5 seconds left. Both wrestlers still neutral. And that's going to be it for the first round. 0-0. Lamoni Matakayong from Canyon View. Bryce Pulver from South Summit. Pulver wins the toss. He defers. Lamoni is going to be on the bottom. Lamoni tries to get up. Bryce kind of goes into a cradle, trying to work on that cradle. Gets a little bit out of shape. Gets up high on him. Lamoni trying to back out from under him. Lamoni now trying to get to his feet. Bryce does a good job following him around. Trying to go to that standing cradle. Can't get it. And Lamoni's going to get the 1 point escape. Really an event there of defensive move than offensive. Lamoni shoots in for the single. He has the single, trying to get the control. Bryce stretching out there. Has his arms where they're supposed to be, his leg where they're supposed to be. Ref's going to call a stalemate and bring him back to the center neutral. 1:12 left on the clock in the second period. 1-0 for Lamoni of Canyon View. Both wrestlers still on their feet, still neutral. And Lamoni was trying to set up a little head shock there. Almost caught Bryce Pulver off guard. Almost gets a 2-point. Bryce reaching in for the single leg. Can't get that. Lamoni tries to hop around behind him to get the near fall. And Bryce ends up with a big 4-point takedown. 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 3-1. 26 seconds left in the second period. Another taking advantage of a aggressive move, and it costs Lamoni the 3 points. Score is going to be 3-1 with 13 seconds left in the second period. Lamoni trying to get the sit out. Goes around, hard crossface there by Bryce Pulver. Time's going to run out in the second period with a score of 3-1 for Bryce Pulver over Lamoni Matakayong from Canyon View. They're gonna start the third round. Bryce Pulver on the bottom, Lamoni on top. Score is 3-1. Third round. Bryce Pulver, Lamoni gets him. Bryce broke down flat, starts working that upper body. Lamoni still working that upper body. Bryce still broke down flat. Ref's, oh, I thought I heard a whistle. Oh, yep, ref's going to stop him for a blood timeout. Score is 3-1 for Bryce Pulver over Lamoni from Canyon View. We are in the third round, about halfway through.
We'd like to recognize all the parents who follow your wrestlers around for a lifetime, enjoying the sport we love. We recognize that it's a huge commitment, so give yourself a round of applause for supporting these kids, making the drive, and helping the sport that we all love grow and continue to be top-notch here in the state of Utah.
Okay, it looks like we've run out of time on the blood time, so we're going to start wrestling again. Bryce Pulver from South Summit, Lamoni Matakayong from Canyon View. Bryce tries to get up. Lamoni breaks him right back down. He has the legs tied up. Bryce trying to get back to his hands and knees. Lamoni with the tight waist and the elbow chop. It's going to take him back down flat. Now Lamoni trying to pull that arm back for a single arm bar. It looks like he has the arm. He has the arm locked. He's going to try to shoot the half and walk around the other side. 1 minute left. Lamoni trying to put Bryce Pulver on his back. Here in the third round, Bryce Pulver has a lead of 3-1, but Lamoni in control. He has the single arm bar. He's working the arm. He loses the single arm bar now, and Bryce is trying to get up. Lamoni lets him up. Lamoni lets him up to try to shoot in. That's going to give Bryce Pulver a 1-point escape. The score is going to be 4-1. 39 seconds left. Lamoni Matakayong, Bryce Pulver. Lamoni shoots in, tries to go for the single. Bryce stretches out, pulls the legs out, gets the arms down where they're supposed to be. Lamoni trying to go to a fireman's. He can't get the arm clear, and Bryce has him on his back. I don't think he can pin him, but the ref's going to get down and take a look. He is going to give him the 3 points for the near fall. Score's going to be 7-1 now with 15 seconds left. Bryce Pulver and Lamoni. Bryce gets that a little bit out of shape. Lamoni's going to get a reversal. Score's going to be 7-3. Bryce Pulver on the bottom. Lamoni trying to work that over, and he can't do it before time runs out. Bryce Pulver is going to get the win over Lamoni Matakayong. Scores ends up at 7-3. All three matches, all three rounds. And we have the Canyon View ref wanting to talk to the referee. Looks like we're going to have a little break for a minute while referee discusses something. While we're waiting for the refs to figure out what it is they're talking about, time had expired in the third period. Score was 7-3 for Bryce Pulver over Lamoni Matakayong. The referees are still talking. Both wrestlers are still at the center of the mat neutral. 3 rounds have gone by. Scoreboard shows 7-3, but referees having a discussion. On the girls' side of the mat next up, we're going to have at 125 pounds. We are going to have Brooklyn Barney from Canyon View wrestling Kaylin Knighton. Serenity Bushnell from Canyon View. Serenity come in about the number 5 seed. So she had to win some matches to get here today. She had to buy the first round. Wrestled the number 4 seed, Nyan from Juan Diego. She beat her. She beat Knighton from Ogden, the number 2 seed. And Bushnell's now going to wrestle for first and second against her teammate, Brooklyn Barney. Referees still having a discussion on the 132-pound weight class. I know that time ran out with on the 120-pound weight class, we had Taylor Dittmar over Natalia Cardenas. And now refs have decided that it is official. Bryce Pulver will defeat Lamoni Matakayong. The girls have now started wrestling. Brooklyn Barney, Kaylin Knighton. I don't know which one is which. I can't read the scoreboard to see which one. Looks like Brooklyn has the 3-point takedown. Bushnell has the 2-point reverse. On the boys' side, Cabrin Whiting from Union wrestling Cole Cavalieri from Canyon View. On the girls' side, with 1 minute left, score is 5-2. They have that screen turned at just the wrong angle. I can't quite see it. Score's now 5-2 with exactly 1 minute left. Ref's going to stop him for potentially dangerous. Now score is going to be 5-3. I really wish I could read those girls' names so I could tell you who is in lead, but the score is 5-3 with 5-4 now with 30 seconds left. Over on the boys' side, score 7-0 with 50 seconds left in the first period for Cavalieri of Canyon View over Cabrin Whiting of Union. Girls still wrestling now with a score of 5-4. There was a 3-point takedown, making it 8-4, and then a 1-point escape, making it 8-5 at the end of the first period. I believe Brooklyn Barney is leading by a score of 8-5, but I can't quite see the scoreboards. They have the names pretty small. They start the second round neutral. I believe Bushnell is in the lead by a score of 11-7. Over on the boys' side, we have Cavalieri from Canyon View and Cabron Whiting from Union. Score is 7-0 for Cavalieri from Canyon View at the end of one. They're going to start the second round neutral.
Winner by Paul, Brooklyn Barney.
Okay, and Barney gets the pin over Serenity Bushnell from Canyon View. So Brooklyn Barney with the pin. Back on the boys' side, scores now 7-3 with 1:37 left in the second period. Cavalieri from Canyon View over Cabron Whiting. Cavalieri was on the bottom. He goes to his feet. Whiting was on top. Ref stops it for potentially dangerous. Up next on the girls' match, we're going to have Gemma Carter from Canyon View wrestling Takira Taylor from Canyon View. Tough girls wrestling program there at Canyon View. These girls are kind of dominating everything that we've seen here. Canyon View shoots in, gets the lift, and he's going to get a three-point takedown. Score's now going to be 11-3. They are pretty much out of bounds, and ref's finally going to stop him and bring him back. So with 54 seconds left in the second period, Whiting from Union, Cavalieri on Canyon View. Cavalieri leading by a score of 11-3. Ref stops him, brings him back to the center of the mat. Cavalieri immediately goes to the hard tight waist and the ankle pick. Whiting able to get to his feet, almost gets a reversal, but Cavalieri takes him right back down before he can get it. Score's still going to be 11-3. Whiting trying to get that reversal, reaches back to get the leg, can't get it, goes to the other side. Cavalieri following him around both directions. Cavalieri almost had the single arm bar but couldn't quite get it. Gets a little bit out of shape. Now Whiting's on his back, Cavalieri's on top. Really just a mistake there by Whiting, getting a little bit out of position, but Cavalieri taking advantage of it and almost getting the pin. Cavalieri now has the single arm bar. He has the other bar. 10 seconds left with the second period. Cavalieri's going to roll him on his back. Ref's going to get down and take a look. 4 seconds left. Ref's still taking a look, and Whiting does an amazing job. He's going to get the 2-point reversal from being on his back. Score's going to be, he's going to get the 3 points for the near fall. Cavalieri's going to get the 3 points for the near fall, and Whiting's going to get the 2 points for the reversal. So score's going to be ending up at 13-5 for Cavalieri over Canyon View, over Whiting from Union. 13-5 to start round number 3. And they're going to start neutral. Cavalieri immediately shoots in for the double. He has both legs. He's just got to clear the head to get the takedown. Whiting doing a good job of keeping him from getting that, and they end up going out of bounds before Whiting almost had the takedown. 1:50 left on the clock. Ref brings him back neutral. Score is 13-5. Cavalieri over Whiting. Whiting shoots in, gets the single. Doing the lift. Drops to a double. Does the trip. He's going to get the 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 13-8. 1:34 left in the third period. Dangerously close to out of bounds on the far side. And Whiting's going to let him up. That's going to be a 1-point escape for Cavallari. Score's going to be 14-8. Whiting shoots in for the double, turns it around. He's just got to clear the head, and he'll get the 3 points. Scores 14-8. 1 minute left in the third period. Cavallari in the lead, but Whiting on top. Whiting now trying to get that. And he's going to, as they're out of bounds, Whiting pretty much had the takedown. The ref's going to give him a 1 point. He's not going to give him any points. Whiting had the reversal, but the ref didn't give it to him. He's going to be starting him neutral, so it was a takedown he was after. Ref didn't give it to him. 53 seconds left. Cavallari still leading by 14-8. Cavallari now with the double leg takedown and the lift. He's going to get the 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 17-8. 40 seconds left. Cavallari of Canyon View over Whiting from Union. Cavallari now working on that single armbar. 33 seconds left. Score is 17-8. Whiting really got to do something here if he hopes to get back in this. He is in the bottom. He is flat on his stomach. He's trying to get the reversal. Goes to his hands and knees. He's going to get the reversal. He has a headlock, and he has Cavallari stuck. Ref's down, taking a look. Whiting has him pinned. 17-10 comeback. He pins him in the third round. 11 seconds left on the clock. Cavallari had the lead, 17-10. Whiting was on his stomach. Manages to get him over. Gets the headlock, sucks it up tight, and gets the pin with 11 seconds left in the third round. Whiting with the big pin there for Union over Cavalier from Canyon View. Up next on the girls' side, Carter from Canyon View, Taylor from Canyon View. On the boys' side at 144 pounds, Crawley from Canyon View, Winter from South Summit. Carter leads Taylor by a score of 3-0 at 1:35 into the first round. Boys' side still neutral. Boys' side still neutral on their feet. Girls' side score is still 3-0 for Carter over Taylor. Carter now gets her on her back. Ref's down taking a look. Taylor manages to get back to her stomach. Winter on the boys' side shoots in. Crawley stretching out. Seven to nothing for Carter in Canyon View over Taylor of Canyon View. Score still tied at 0 for Winter and Crawley. 43 seconds left on the girls' side. 1 minute, 5 seconds left on the boys' side. Now Carter has Taylor on her back. Ref's down taking a look. They are close to being out of bounds. Carter really sucking up that head, trying to get the pin. Over here on the boys' side, Winter gets the takedown. He has the 3 points. Scores 3-0 with 48 seconds left in the first round. Winter on top. Crawley on the bottom. Winter now with that reverse single arm bar. He's going to have Crawley on his back. The ref's going to get down and take a look. I don't know if he can pin him, but he's going to get the near foul points. Now he turns it into a double arm bar. Ref's down taking a look. Winter has Crawley on his back. 30 seconds left. And Carter ends up with the win on the girls' side. Back over to Winter. Ref still down taking a look. 12 seconds left on the clock. Winter down taking a look. Crawley's able to get to his stomach. Winter's going to get the 4-point near fall, so it's going to be 7-0. Time's going to run out in the first period. Winter over Crawley by 7-0 to end the first period. We lost track of the girls over there. I know she had her on her back when I switched mats, but Carter wins with the pin over Taylor of Canyon View. Up next on the girls' side, we're going to have Davidson from Union, Carter from Canyon View, but we're going to wait for the boys. They start the second round neutral. Score is still 7-0 for Winter over Crawley. on their feet. Still neutral. Winter shoots in for the fireman, can't get it, goes to the single leg, goes to the double leg. Crawley stretching out. They're over at the far side of the mat. Crawley now with a hard crossface. That's going to bring them both back to their feet, and they're going to end up still neutral. No points scored. Crawley, the number 2 seed coming in. Winter, the number 1 seed. Winter with a record of 41-3. Crawley with a record of 24-16. Both of these guys, Crawley a senior, Winter a junior. Winter's trying to keep Crawley from getting that single leg. Crawley still has the leg but doesn't have any control. They are way off the mat over at the far side, but ref's going to let him wrestle. Crawley still sucking up that leg. Winter still keeping a hold of the other leg. I think the ref's going to have to go for a stalemate here or off of the mat at some point. And they does. Off the mat, wrestler still neutral. 37 seconds left in the second period. Score 7-0 for Winter over Crawley. Crawley shoots in for the single. He has the leg. Winter right back to the other leg. We're in the same position, just at the center of the mat. Crawley has the leg. Winter has the stretch out. Winter really working that single leg. Crawley still really working the single leg. Winter trying to do a little defense there. Does the crossface with the ankle pick. 10 seconds left in the second period, and Winter's going to get the 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 10-0 with time running out in the second period. And that's it for the second period. Scores 10-0 for Winter over Crawley. They'll start the third round. Winter has his choice. He wants to be on top. Crawley will be on the bottom. Crawley trying to get out. Winter breaks him down flat. Both of these wrestlers still going at it. Winter trying to work that side cradle. He has the head in there, trying to get the arm and the leg. Crawley does a good job of stretching out, doesn't let him get it. Score is still 10-0 with 1:28 left in the third period. Crawley tries to get around, can't do it. Winter ends up getting the single arm bar, almost has him on his back for some near fall points, but Crawley does a good job getting back to his stomach. Winter now getting a little bit out of shape. He's getting awful high, and now he switches back, goes to the other side. Working that single arm bar with the tight waist. He's going to try to roll him over. He has the arm. He has the head now. Ref's going to get down and take a look. 57 seconds left on the clock, third period. Crawley on his back. Ref taking a look, and that's going to be the pin for Winter. So Winter with the pin. 50 seconds left in the third period. Now over here on the girls' side, we have Evie Davidson with Nellie Carter of Canyon View. 135-pound girls weight class. Over on the boys' side, we're going to have Nicoli from Canyon View, Stradinger from Union.
Union High School, Stradinger, and from Canyon View High School, Nathan Nicole.
Both girls still neutral. Davidson, Evie Davidson from Union, Nellie Carter from Canyon View. Nellie shoots in for the double leg, can't get it. Carter goes for the headlock, can't get that. Now Davidson has the headlock. She has her on her back. Ref's going to get down and take a look. A good hard headlock there by Davidson. Ref's going to take a look. Still looking, 58 seconds left on the clock. And she's going to get it. She gets the pin. Evie Davidson from Union with the big pin on a headlock. over Carter from Canyon View. Just that quick. Evie Davidson. Both good wrestlers there. Evie being able to see that mistake and put it into a headlock, put her right on her back, and get the pin. Up next in the girls, we're going to have Lizbeth Rodriguez from Canyon View and Gwendolyn Carter from Canyon View. On the boys' side, they've taken a blood timeout. Score still tied at 0. Nickel from Canyon View, Stradinger from Union. Yep.
Nellie Carter?
Yep. Evie Davidson over Nellie Carter, Canyon View. We're back to wrestling here on the boys' side. Score still tied at 0 with 1 minute left in the first period. Nickel from Canyon View, Stradinger from Union. Nicole tries to do the headshot, can't get it. He shoots in for a duck under, gets the 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 3-0 for Nicole from Canyon View. Now he gets him in a cradle. He has the head. I don't know if he can pin him, but the ref's going to get down and take a look. He loses the cradle, tries to turn it into a single arm bar. Stradinger ends up back on his hands and knees. He's going to get 4 points for the near fall. Score's going to be 7-0 for Nickel of Canyon View. Stradinger trying to go to his feet. Nickel trying to keep him down. They're getting warned for potentially dangerous as time starts running out in the first period. Ref's going to stop him for potentially dangerous. He's going to award 1 point to Stradinger for a potentially dangerous hold. Score's going to be 7-1, 6 seconds left in the first period. They bring him back to the center, start again. Nichols shoots in for the single leg, can't get it. Score's still going to be 7-1 as the first period runs out. They're going to start the second period neutral. Score at 7-1. Nichols of Canyon View over Stradinger of Union. We're going to take a quick audio break here for 1 second. We're going to leave the camera rolling.
And your winner in the 150-pound classification and Division A champion from Canyon View High School, Nathan Nichols. Now wrestling at 157 pounds from Canyon View High School, Alex Crowley, and from Grantsville High School, Riker Jones.
Wrestling for 2 years and was a member of the state champion 2014. Gwendolyn Gardner, the daughter of Kim and Robin Gardner, been wrestling 4 years and great accomplishments. Graduating kindergarten and decided to go to the super.
Riker is the son of Mike and Melissa.
Okay, we're back on. Nicole from Canyon View defeated Stradinger from Union. Up next, we have Alex Crawley from Canyon View, wrestling Riker Jones from Grantsville. On the girls' side, we have Lisbeth Rodriguez, Gwendolyn Carter, both from Canyon View. Trying to see red. The score is 3-1 with 1 minute left in the first period for Rodriguez and Gardner. Gwendolyn Carter is going to be the green. Lisbeth Rodriguez is going to be red, so Rodriguez is leading by a score of 3-1. 47 seconds left in the first period. They're neutral. Score is now going to be 3-2 as she gets a escape right as they went out of bounds. Rodriguez shoots in for the double. She has the double leg. She's walking it around. She gets the three-point takedown. Score's going to be 6-2 for Rodriguez. Rodriguez on top, Gardner on the bottom. Rodriguez shoots in again for the three-point takedown. After Gardner had got the one-point escape, score's now going to be 9-3. Rodriguez now has Gardner on her back. Ref's going to get down and take a look. 6 seconds left on the clock. Rodriguez with the hard single arm with the head. She's got it sucked up, and time's going to run out before she can get the pin. Score is going to be 13-3 at the end of one for Rodriguez over Gardner. On the boys' side, at the end of one, Crawley from Canyon View leading by a score of 6-2 over Jones of Grantsville. Back to Gardner and Rodriguez. 13-3, second period, 1:51 left on the clock. Rodriguez with a nice little arm drag there. She gets her on the mat, doesn't have control. Gardner turns it into a single leg. They're almost close to going out. Rodriguez really stretching out. She has both of those arms. She breaks the grip, and she's going to get a three-point takedown. Rodriguez with the elbow chop. She puts Gardner down on the mat on her stomach. Score's going to be 16-3. Rodriguez with the tight waist and the half. Gardner doing a good job of staying on her hands and knees so she can't flip her over. Now Rodriguez drops down to a arm drag with a headlock and has Gardner on her back for just a moment. Not enough to score any points. Gardner now trying to get to her feet. Rodriguez working around to get to the other side. Really far out of bounds, but the ref's going to let him wrestle. And now Gardner's going to get a one-point escape. Rodriguez shoots in for the double. She's going to get the three-point takedown. Score's now going to be 19-4. 42 seconds left in the second period. And I believe that is going to be a major decision for Rodriguez over Gardner, and it is. Rodriguez from Canyon View defeating Gardner from Canyon View for the 140-pound girls class. Over on the boys' side, we still have Crawley from Canyon View, Jones from Grantsville. Score is 7-2 for Crawley of Canyon View. Up next on the girls at 145-pound weight class, Ayada Makia from Union, Jackson Kippen from Canyon View. At the 145-pound girls class. Still over here on the boys, Crawley from Canyon View, Jones from Grantsville. Score is still 7-2 with 25 seconds left in the second period. Crawley leading by a score of 7-2. Crawley in deep for the single leg. Jones doing a good job of holding on to that other leg so he can't score the points. Clock ticking down to 10 seconds. Crawley still has the leg. Clock ticking down to 2 seconds. Ref's going to stop him. Time has run out. He actually warned for potentially dangerous. Green is going to get 1 point. at the end of the second round. So score is going to be 8-2 for Crawley of Canyon View, Jones of Grantsville. They're going to start the second round. Crawley is going to start the third round on the bottom. He is leading by a score of 8-2. Jones, Grantsville on top. Crawley immediately goes to his feet. Jones goes to a standing cradle. He has the arm and leg. He still has the leg. Crawley trying to get the 1-point escape. If Jones can just get the trip, and he can't do it, and he's going to get the 1-point escape. Crawley has 9-2 now. Crawley shoots in for the double. He has the lift. He's going to get the 3-point takedown. Score's now going to be 12-2. 1:36 left in the third period. Crawley on top. Crawley working that half Nilsson. He has the legs tied up. They're here at the near side of the mat, about a third of the way out of bounds. Still down there wrestling. Crawley still on top. Jones still on the bottom, trying to get out. Really like the fact that the ref's letting them wrestle here even when they get close to the out of bounds. Crawley not really able to do anything now. He's working the head, he's working the arm. 1 minute left in the third period. Score is still 12-2. Both wrestlers completely out of bounds, and now the ref's going to stop him and bring him back to the center. Jones will be on the bottom. Crawley will be on top. 57 seconds left on the clock. Crawley leading by 12-2. Jones goes to his feet. Crawley with the ankle pick. Jones drops the ankle and gets a 1-point escape. Score's going to be 12-3. 50 seconds left. Both wrestlers neutral on their feet. Circling around, headlocked. 40 seconds left on the clock. Score still 12-3. Jones has to get the shots. Both wrestlers still neutral. 30 seconds left on the clock. Jones still dancing around. 20 seconds left on the clock. Still on their feet. Still neutral. 12-3. 10 seconds left. Still on their feet. Still neutral. Crawley almost there with the head shock. Time's going to run out. Score's going to end up 12-3. Crawley's going to win the match.
And your 3A Division A champion.
Okay, up next on the girls' side at 145 pounds. Makua from Union, Kippen from Canyon View. Makua coming in here with a record of 15-13. Kippen coming in with a record of 14-10.
Now wrestling at 165 pounds from Union High School, Roybal, and from Canyon View High School, Deegan Davies.
On the boys' side at 165 pounds, we have Roybal from Union, Davies from Canyon View. We're going to stick with the girls. Makaiwa goes in for the duck under. She gets around behind her. She's trying to do the lift with the takedown. Kippen doing a hard crossface. Keeps her from getting, breaks free. Both wrestlers on their feet facing each other neutral. No points scored. Over on the boys' side, Roybal from Union has the takedown. Back to the girls. Into a headlock. Makaya trying to throw her down. She gets her thrown down, but she doesn't maintain control, and now Kippen has a headlock, has her down tight, has her head tight, ref down taking a look, and she's going to get the pin. Big mistake there by Makua from Union. Cost her the match. Kippen getting the win over Makua.
Deegan Davies is the son of Brian Star Davies. He's been wrestling 10 years.
Back to Roybal and Davies from Canyon View. Score is now 7-0 for Roybal of Union. 1 minute left in the first period. .55 seconds left in the first period. Roybal from Union, Davies from Canyon View. Davies, Roybal has him on his back with a double arm bar. They're way out of bounds, but the ref's still letting him wrestle. Ref's down taking a look. Score's currently 7-0. He's going to get the 3 points for the near fall. 4 points for the near fall. Ref's going to stop him and bring him back. Score's going to be 11-0. 37 seconds left in the first period. Roybal of Union over Davies of Canyon View. Ref brings him back to the center. Davies on the bottom, Roybal on top. Roybal going for the cradle. He has the leg and the head. He has it locked, and he has him on his back. The ref's now taking a look. Roybal from Union is going to get the pin for Deegan Davies on Canyon View. So Roybal with the win.
Union High School Tucker, Roybal.
At 155 pounds on the girls' side, Lafayette from Rich, Hernandez from Canyon View. On the boys' side at 175, Ben Smith from South Summit with Chatwin over Union. We're going to try to keep up on the girls, but we are a South Summit channel, so we're probably going to concentrate on the Ben Smith match. If things go to form, the Ben Smith match won't last long, and we'll be right back to the girls. Ben Smith, Chatwin from Union. Chatwin shoots in. Ben does a block, has the head, does a hard crossface. Chatwin trying to get that one single leg. Ben turns it into a standing cradle, goes to his feet, gets around behind him, drops him back down. Ben's going to get the three-point takedown. Trying to go from a hands and knees cradle, can't get it. Chatwin trying to get back to his hands and knees. Ben breaking him down flat, working that hard crossface, really trying to work for that cradle. Ben gets way out in front of him. Over on the girls' side, it's still 0-0 with 1 minute left in the first period. Lafayette from Rich, Hernandez from Canyon View. Ben now still working the cradle, has the legs tied up. He leads by a score of 3-0 with 1 minute left in the first period. Chatwin trying to get out, trying to get back. Flat on his stomach. Ben really working those legs. Back over to Lafayette and Hernandez. Score is still 0-0 in the first period. 43 seconds left. Both wrestlers still neutral. And now Chatwin is able to get the 1 point escape. Score's going to be 3-1 with 48 seconds left on the clock. Ben shoots in for the single, can't get it, backs back out. Both wrestlers on their feet, still circling around. Back to the girls' side. There's a 1 point, I'm going to guess, some kind of warning. Back to the boys' side. Ben has him on his back. He has the head. He has the arm. He's down taking a look. Ben Smith has Chatwin from Union on his back. He sucks up the arm. 19 seconds left on the clock. Ref down taking a look. Chatwin doing his best to try to keep those shoulder blades off. Ben's going to get that chest to chest. He's got the arm, and now he's got the leg. Ref still taking a look. Ben pushing down on that other shoulder. Ben now really crossing up that figure four, sucking it up tight, and time's going to run out before Ben can pin him. Score is going to be 10-1 at the end of one for Ben Smith over Chatwin. Back to the girls' side. At the end of round one, Lafayette from Rich is leading by a score of 1-0 over Hernandez from Canyon View. They're going to start the second period with Lafayette on the bottom, Hernandez on top. Lafayette leading by a score of 1-0. Back to the boys' side. Score still 10-1 as they start the second round neutral. Chatwin shoots in, tries to get the single. Ben does a good job of stretching out. Trying to get that walk around. He's Chatwin doing a good job of keeping his arm on that leg. Keeps Ben from scoring any points. Ben now still trying to walk it out. Trying to go to a standing cradle. Or four point stance cradle. Ben breaking him down flat. Score's now going to be 13-1 for Ben with 1 minute left in the second round. Over to the girls' side. It's now 2-0 with 1:18 left in the second round. 2-0 for Lafayette of Rich. Back to the Ben side. Ben has a figure four on his waist. 52 seconds left in the second round, leading by a score of 13-1. Ben has the arm. He's getting some near fall points, but he's not going to be able to pin him with this. Doesn't have the arm in there. He has the head and the opposite arm, and Chatwin does a good job of getting back to his hands and knees. Ref's going to stop him for potentially dangerous. Nope, he's going to stop him for major fall. 17-1. Ben Smith over Jed Chatwin from Union. Back to the girls. Score 2-0 still at the 30 seconds left in the second period. Lafayette from Richfield. Hernandez from Canyon View. Both wrestlers neutral. Score is still 2-0 with 20 seconds left in the second round. Both of these girls has been wrestling one of the hardest matches I've seen any girl wrestle. 12 seconds left in the second period. Both wrestlers still on their feet. Score is still 2-0. Time runs out in the second period. Lafayette from Richfield is still leading by a score of 2-0. They're going to start the third round. Lafayette is going to choose to start up. Hernandez will go on the bottom. And they'll start the third round. Hernandez going to her feet. Lafayette throws her back down. Hernandez back to her feet. She gets the 1 point escape. Score's going to be 2-1. 1:46 left in the third round. Hernandez shoots in for the single. She misses. Lafayette gets around behind her, gets a 3 point takedown. Score's going to be 5-1 with 1:34 left on the clock. Hernandez now gets the 1 point escape. Score's going to be 5-2 with 1:30 left in the third round. One of the best matches I've seen here all day. Zizi Lafayette wrestling Titania Hernandez. And these girls are wrestling. Score is still 5-2, 1:10 left in the third period. Hernandez tries to do a step behind, can't get it. Lafayette stays on her feet. They tie up at the center. They break loose. They come back in. Hernandez now trying to get in there to get a single. Lafayette trying to, with the crossface, keep her back. And now Red is going to get 1 point for stalling. Score's going to be 5-3. Hernandez with the stall. That's going to make the score 5-3. 30 seconds left in the third period. Lafayette from Richfield on top. Both of these, and now Hernandez tries to do the headlock, puts Lafayette on her back. Ref is down, taking a look. Hernandez sucks up the arm, sucks up the head. Ref is taking the look. Hernandez has her down. Lafayette's really got to get off of her back here with 15 seconds left on the clock. Score's now 5-6 for Hernandez of Canyon View. Canyon View has her down, has her flat on her back. Ref almost slapped the mat. 5 seconds left, and now he does. Hernandez gets the pin over Lafayette. Zay Lafayette from Richfield with 3 seconds left on the clock. Over to the boys, Riker Woodward. Trexton Nickel from Canyon View. Trexton tries to shoot in. Riker does the headshot, gets around behind him, he gets the 3 point takedown. Riker on top with a 3 point cradle, puts Drexen on his back. Ref's going to get down and take a look. Riker's got to clear that arm before he can pin him, but he's going to get the near fall points and the takedown points. Riker has the cradle sucked up until he can slip that arm. He's not going to be able to pin him, but now he does, and ref's down taking a look. 1:26 left on the clock. Nickel on his back. Riker sucking up the cradle and gets the pin. 1:21 still showing on the clock. So in 20 seconds, 40 seconds, Riker Woodward with the pin. Riker Woodward over Nickel from Canyon View. Back over to the girls' side at 170-pound weight class. Mike Zell from Richfield. Matakayong from Canyon View. At 215 on the boys' side. Richens from Union. Dominguez from South Summit. Unfortunately, we are probably going to stick with the boys on this one. I'll try to give you updates on the girls. All 4 wrestlers on their feet, all 4 wrestlers neutral. All scores are tied at 0. Richens with a nice hard head chuck there. Doesn't get any points from it. Everybody's still neutral. Mikesell gets taken down by McKayong. And now Mikesell has on her back. McKayong has the single arm bar, sucks it up tight, and pins Summerlin Mikesell from Richfield. So Midakong with the win. And now Richens is able to get a headlock on Oscar. Oscar's on his back. Ref's down taking a look. Oscar doing his best to get back to his stomach. He has the head. I don't think Richens can pin him from here, but Oscar in trouble right off the bat. Score still tied at 0. They haven't awarded any of the points yet, so he doesn't get any takedown points. He doesn't get any near fall points. Richens from Union now trying to work into that double arm. Can't get it. Dominguez back to his feet. Both wrestlers still neutral. Scores tied at 0. 33 seconds left on the clock in the first period. And now they break free, start just like they did at the start. 30 seconds left, 0-0. Oscar Dominguez, Weston Richens from Union. Both wrestlers still on their feet. Both wrestlers still neutral. And big time head fake there by Oscar. He shoots in for the single. He has the lift. He's got 4 points to get the takedown. He's got to clear the head. He's not going to get it. Score's going to be 0-0 as time ran out. So Oscar with a big takedown but doesn't clear the head, doesn't get the points. They're going to start the second round tied at 0. Oscar wins the toss. He's going to defer. Richens chooses to start the second round on the bottom. Up next on the girls' side at 190 pounds, we're going to have Midakong from Canyon View, Perry from North Sanpete. They're just waiting for the boys to get over. Dominguez shoots in for the single. He has the lift. Just got to do the trip. Trying to set that up. He doesn't quite get the trip, but he's got to clear his head to get the takedown. 1:38 left showing on the clock. Second period, Richens doing a good job. He comes in now for the single. And with a big fall and a big throw by Oscar Dominguez, and they end up out of bounds, and now we have Oscar injured. Oscar trying to go for the double arm throw. He gets the throw, but he ends up landing on his back and might have some shoulder damage, and that might be it for the Dominguez Richens. We're going to have coaches come out on the mat. We have an injury timeout. Richens is leading by a score of 1-0. I'm guessing a potentially dangerous. Coach is still taking a look. Still have the injury timeout on the boys' side. We're waiting on the girls' side. Up next is going to be Talisa Matakango. I apologize to the DM because they've given the abbreviated name throughout the bracket. The only time I can see the go on the end is at the initial sign-up. So Talisa Matakayango is going to be wrestling Hannah Perry from North Sanpete. Still waiting on the injury timeout. I don't know if they're going to continue. It looks like they are. We're going to still wrestle. Score's going to be 1-0 for Richens of Union, Dominguez South Summit. Ref brings them back to the center on their feet. They're going to start again. Dominguez really carrying that shoulder, but still wanting to wrestle. Richens tries to do a duck under. Dominguez flips around, follows behind him, still on their feet. 1:18 left in the second period. Richens setting up that same double arm throw. Tries to do a duck under, can't do it. Dominguez ends up on the bottom, and he's going to have to stop again because of that shoulder. He's out of bounds on the far side, and they're probably going to have to call the match at this point. He's down with an injury time. It was that exact same double arm throw, and happened to him again. So I think at this point it's best that he takes his loss and gets recuperated for state, and that's what they're going to do. So Richens from Union is going to defeat Oscar Dominguez from South Summit.
Your 3A Division A champion at 215 pounds from Union High School.
Over here to the girls' side, Talisa Matacongo, Hannah Perry. Up next on the boys' side, we're going to have Boger from South Summit, Killian from Canyon View. And this match might be quick on the boys' side, but it might not. Both girls still neutral on their feet. Matacongo, Perry. Trevin Boger. Killian from Canyon View. Boger goes to a standing cradle, can't get it. They end up going out of bounds, no points scored. Over on the girls' side, still neutral, 0-0, 1:26 left on the clock. Ref brings Boger and Killian back to the center, starts them neutral. Boger with a nice head shuck there, drops down to a double leg. They're pretty much out of bounds. Ref's going to stop him before he can score the points. Brings him back center. Trayvon Boger, 1:41 on the clock, score tied at 0. Over on the girls' side. (3-0) for Perry over Matacongo. On the boys' side, going at it. Trayvon Boger does get the 3-point takedown, but they end up going out of bounds. 1:16 left on the clock, first period. Boger leads by 3-0. Over on the girls' side, Perry from North Stampede is on the bottom. Matacongo from Canyon View leads. Perry leads by a score of 3-0. Back to the boys' side. Wrestlers still neutral. 1 minute left in the first period. Both wrestlers still on their feet. Girls stop at the end of one. Score is 3-0 for Perry of North Sam Pete. Over to the boys' side. 45 seconds left on the clock. Score is 3-1 for Trayvon Boger over Tate Killian. Killian with a record of 30-9. Boger with a record of 38-4. 41 seconds left. They start again at the center. All four wrestlers on their feet. 3-1 for Boger, 3-0 for Perry. All four wrestlers still on their feet. Perry with a big headlock, puts Matacongo on her back. Ref's down taking a look and gets the pin. Sorry about that. We had the wrong leg band. Matacongo gets the win. Canyon View with the pin, with the headlock and the pin. Sincere apologies. Got a lot going on. Matacongo with the pin for Canyon View over Hannah Perry of North Stampede. Back to the boys' side. Scores now 6-1 to start the second period on their feet. Boger leading. Killian from Canyon View. Boger shoots in for the single. He has the leg. He steps over. He's going to get the 3-point takedown. Score's going to be 9-1 for Boger. Boger now working on that half Nilsson. And they're going to have a blood timeout. Killian with the blood.
once again, coaches, following this heavyweight match, bring your outstanding for ballot.
Okay, I think I really screwed up on the girls. Somewhere we missed a bracket. That last win was Cardenas of Canyon View defeating Hernandez of Juan Diego. So, sincerest apologies. We got a lot going on here today. Trying to call 2 matches, and I apologize. Back to Boger. Scores 9-1. 1:33 left in the second round. Killian on the bottom, Boger on top. Boger getting him broke down, starts working the arm, working that upper body. Boger with the half. Works one side, goes to the other. Score is still 9-1 with 1 minute left in the second period. Turns that into a reverse chicken wing. Boger has the chicken wing. He got to try to roll him over. 50 seconds left on the clock. Decides he can't do it, so he goes back to the other side with the arm bar and the chicken wing. He's going to roll him over. If he can get him over, he's going to pin him. Loses the chicken wing, loses the arm. Killian still on the bottom. Boger still on top. 37 seconds left in the second period. Boger trying to work the half, can't do it. Killian still on the bottom. Boger still working that upper body. Still has the legs tied up. Scores now 10-1. Stalling on Killian. Hard crossface there now by Boger. And the ref's that's going to bring the second period to an end. Scores 10-1. Boger over Killian. They'll start the third round with Boger on bottom, Killian on top. Killian tries to break the arm. Boger goes to a reverse, gets it. Gets the 2 points. Score's going to be 12-1. Boger now on top again, working that half Nelson. He's going to try to roll him over. If he can just get that half a little bit deeper, he'll get him over. Trayvon Boger on top. Boger still working the top. Time at 1:15 on the third period. Boger leading by a score of 12-1. Once again, want to apologize for the girls wrestling. Somewhere I missed a bracket. And there's no bigger proponent of girls wrestling than I am. I will always be a proponent after watching these girls wrestlers. I've been watching them for 3 years now. I remember the first time I came to watch them, and I was thinking maybe this was a sideshow. This is not a sideshow. These girls have every bit the ambition and desire and the ability as the boys do. And you're not going to have a bigger proponent of girls wrestling than me. Boger now gets Killian on his back. Ref's down taking a look. 28 seconds left in the third period. And Boger's going to get the pin. Boger pinning Killian from Canyon View.
Division A heavyweight champion representing Southside High School, Trayvon Boger.
That is going to do for the play calling. I am going to turn the mic up so that you can listen to the awards. You'll be able to, with the camera, see your wrestlers with their awards. We'll be able to hear the announcements from the main announcer. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. I hope it did something for somebody. I messed up some brackets somewhere on the girls' side because I got one bracket behind. And like I've said, you'll find no bigger proponent of girls wrestling than me. I stand behind that program 100%. And My name is Dirk Rockhill. I have enjoyed bringing this broadcast today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it with all the mistakes. I'm glad you were able to tune in. Glad you were able to watch it. I'm going to leave the mic live. And if for some reason we can't get the volume bar up when the announcer does the awards, I'll come back on. But other than that, that's probably all you're going to hear from me today. So watch your camera. They're getting everything set up. We are going to have the awards for both the boys and the girls, 1st through 7th. We'll be zoomed in there on the podium. Probably take them a few more minutes to get set up, and we'll put the mic back hot so that you can hear the announcer.
So there was one that was on the head. That might be why. I went for both of them that they didn't came out and said champion. So I must have been watching something to do. Yeah. I mean, it was 5 seconds. Maybe there was an injury to the who would have been the challenger. I don't know.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Give us just a couple more minutes to get set up here. Congratulations to all the wrestlers for a couple days of wrestling. We saw some amazing matches. Congratulations on your hard work and all your accomplishments. Hang tight for just a few more minutes, and we will hand out some medals. This is the last call for outstanding wrestling ballots. Please bring your ballots to the announcer stand now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we almost got everything ready to hand out some medals. If we can ask everyone just to take a few steps back, we want to allow plenty of room for parents to take pictures. We're going to have the wrestlers face both on the podium. So parents, if you're in a position, we're gonna have them face both ways to take pictures when they're up on the podium. So everyone else, if you'll take a big step back, please plan your room. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start out with girls, and we're going to rotate back and forth between the girls and the boys. So you're going to know when you're going to get called up. Please be ready to come up. We're going to work through this as quickly as possible to get you on your way.
In the 100-pound classification, fourth place, Emily Mendez of Ogden. Third place, Emily Spaker of Bridgeville. Second place, Landon Chan of San Diego. And for divisional champion, Racing Tony Hall.
Well done, girls. Face the other direction.
Thank you.
Now, in the 106-pound classification for the boys, in eighth place, we have Hunter Rich of Union High School, Porter Daniels of Manti High School. From South Summit High School, Blake Culver in sixth place, and in fifth place, from Grantsville High School, Ryder Sullivan. Fourth place, from South Summit High School, Tuck Thornton. And in third place, from Union High School, Trey Whiting. Your runner-up from Canyon View High School, Tegan Griffiths. And your 106-pound divisional champion from Ben Lomond High School, Evan Centeno. Hold on, I want my cowboy hat. Go ahead and face the other direction. Thank you, boys.
In the girls 105-pound classification, in fourth place, Dusty Black of South Summit. Third place, Sierra Monteleon of Canyon View. Second place, Myra Castillo of Canyon View. And your divisional champion from Union, Kyrie Vito.
And the other direction. Thank you, girls. In the 113-pound classification, in eighth place from Ogden High School, Boston Burton. In seventh place from Ben Lomond High School, Ryan Church. In sixth place from Union, Grant Pearson. In fifth place from Union, Wyatt Olson. In fourth place from Grantsville, Beckham Bell. In third place from Emory, Ty Christensen. In second place from South Summit High School, Cash Atkinson. And your 113-pound divisional champion from Canyon View High School, Cooper Noel. Other direction, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls 110-pound classification. Fifth place, Rayleigh McCoy of Canyon View. Fourth place, Gracie Avila Union. Third place, Emily Mehmet of Richfield. Second place, Avery Duncan of Union. And your divisional champion from Canyon View, Taylor Widow.
Other direction, please, girls. Thank you, girls. In the 120-pound division, your eighth place finisher from Providence Hall, Olin Toy. Seventh place from Ben Loman, Memphis Barkley. Sixth place from Manti, Jackson Worthington. Fifth place from Emory Ryder Rollins. Fourth place from Canyon View, Braden Spencer. Third place from South Summit High School, Brigham Crittenden. In second place from Emory Dixon Peacock. And your 120-pound divisional champion from Manti High School, Dirk Larson. Turn around, please, boys. Thank you, boys.
Girls 115-pound classification in fifth place, Asia Nelson of Richfield. Fourth place, Mackenzie Beck of Canyon View. Third place, Ruth Ross of South Summit. Second place, Brittany Norton of Canyon View. And your champion from Union, Brady Winterton. Thank you, direction. Thank you, girls.
In your 126-pound classification, in eighth place from Emory, Ryan Collard. In seventh place from Ben Loman, Ryan Blunt. Sixth place from Providence Hall, Luke Petty. Fifth place from Cransville, Evan Trainer. Fourth place from Canyon View, Tucker McCormick. Third place from South Summit High School, Ryland Teeple. Second place from Canyon View, Gage Nelson. And your 126-pound divisional champion from Union High School, Grady Royal. Turn around, boys. Thank you, boys.
Girls 120-pound classification in fourth place, Maya Heatley of Canyon View. Third place, Amira Sarawal of Union. Second place, Natalia Cardenas of Juan Diego. And your divisional champion from Canyon View, Taylor Dipper.
Turn around, girls. Thank you, girls. In the 132-pound classification, in 8th place from Canyon View, Preston Rosser. 7th place from Emory, Dayton Farley. 6th place from Manti, Ryan Marquez. 5th place from Granville, Cruz Anderson. 4th place from Union, Hale Leary. 3rd place from Union, Jaden Davidson. 2nd place from Canyon View, Lamoni Montecanto. And your 132-pound divisional champion from Southside High School, Bryce Holberg. Turn around, ladies. Thank you, boys.
Girls 125 pound classification in 6th place, Serenity Scarpino of North St. Pete. 5th place, Ethan Doolin of Richfield. 4th place, Caitlin Dykeman of Ogden. 3rd place, Tiffany Wynn of Juan Diego. 2nd place, Serenity Bushell of Canyon View. And your champion from Canyon View, Brooklyn Farley.
Turn around, please. Thank you, girls. In the 138-pound classification from Henry High School, in 8th place, Raiden Buell. In 7th place from Manti High School, Benjamin Steinfeld. In 6th place from Grantsville High School, Pierce O'Riordan. 5th place from Southside High School, Gunnar Klingler. 4th place from Grantsville High School, Ben Alchera. 3rd place from Union High School, Rowdy Roybal. 2nd place from Canyon View High School, Cole Cavallari. And your 138-pound divisional champion from Union High School, Cabron Whiting. Turn around, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls 130 pounds. 6th place, Ricky Brown of Juan Diego. 5th place, Phoenix Lowry of Richfield. 4th place, Zoe Goodison of South Summit. 3rd place, Carolina Bowman of South Summit. 2nd place, Takiera Taylor of Canyon View. And your champion from Canyon View, Gemma Carter.
Turn around, please. Thank you, girls. In the 144-pound classification, in 8th place from Emory High School, Fort Payne. In 7th place from Manti High School, Kellen Peterson. In 6th place from Manti High School, Porter Gray. In 5th place from Southside High School, Sam Montgomery. In 4th place from Union High School, Luis Carmona. In 3rd place from Union High School, Jackson Field. In 2nd place from Canyon View, Blake Crowley. And your 144-pound divisional champion from South Summit High School, Zane Winter. Turn around, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls, 135 pounds. Fifth place, St. Sam's of Canyon View. Fourth place, Alicia Campbell of Brookville. Third place, Katie Copart, South Summit. Second place, Nellie Carter of Canyon View. And your regional champion from Union, Evie Davidson.
Turn around, please. Thank you, girls. In the 150-pound classification, in 8th place, from Ogden, Avery Dalton. In 7th place, from South Summit High School, Logan MacArthur. In 6th place, from Grantsville High School, Holden Seaman. In 5th place, from Canyon View, Madison Bergstrom. In 4th place, from Grantsville, Liam O'Riordan. In 4th place, from South Summit High School, Dave Prescott. In 2nd place, from Union High School, Spartan Stradingerl. And your 150-pound divisional champion from Canyon View High School, Nathan Nicole. Turn around, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls, 140 pounds. Fourth place, Annabrie Emmett of Union. Third place, Avery Snow of Union. Second place, Gwendolyn Gardner of Canyon View. And our divisional champion from Canyon View, Lisbeth Rodriguez.
Turn around, please. Thank you, girls. And the 157-pound classification in 8th place from Canyon View, Josiah Barker. In 7th place from Grantsville, Owen Sweet. In 6th place from Manti High School, Caleb Maxwell. In 5th place from Union, Boston Horrocks. In 4th place from Union, Saxton Stradinger. In 3rd place from Manti High School, Wyatt Taints. In 2nd place from Grantsville, Riker Jones. And your 157-pound divisional champion from Canyon View High School, Alex Crowley. Turn around, please. Brenda, can you come to the announcer's stand, please?
Thank you, boys. Girls, 145 pounds. Fourth place, Aliana Villarreal Flores of Juan Diego. Third place, Carissa Haymore of KNU. Second place, Ijala Makiwa of Union. And your champion from Canyon View, Jackson Kippen. Thank you, girls. Please in the direction. Thank you, girls.
And the 165-pound classification in 8th place from Grantsville High School, Caleb Ritter. In 7th place from Southside High School, Bo Jackson. In 6th place from Providence Hall, Blake Rich. In 5th place from Grantsville, Jax Allred. In 4th place from Southside High School, Brian Freeman. In 3rd place from Ben Loman, Daniel Salazar. In 2nd place from Canyon View, Deacon Davies. And your 165-pound divisional champion from Union High School, Tucker Roybal. Thank you, boys. Turn around, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls 155 pounds, 6th place, Haley Chapman of Canyon View. 5th place, Kennedy Cartwright of North Sanpete. 4th place, Olivia Forster of Union. 3rd place, Sue Christensen of Richfield. 2nd place, Zay Rafael of Richfield. And your champion from Canyon View, Tatiana Hernandez.
Thank you, girls. The other direction, please. Thank you, girls. In the 175-pound classification, in 8th place from Henry Sam Mesler. In 7th place from Providence Hall, Carter Kearney. In 6th place from Canyon View, Brian West. 5th place from Grantsville, Porter Collins. In 4th place from Emory, Hazen, Massaroli, Masrello. In 3rd place from Canyon View, Caden Miller. In 2nd place from Union, Jed Chatwin. And your 175-pound divisional champion from South Summit High School, Ben Smith. Thank you, boys. Turn the other direction. Thank you, boys.
Girls 170 pounds, 5th place, Brielle Tate of Richfield. Nevada Union, 3rd place, Adriana Tierra Canyon. 2nd place, Kelly Tellini, Alta of Canyon View. And your individual champion from Richfield, Summerlin Bitesell.
Thank you, girls. Turn the other direction. Thank you, girls. In the 190-pound classification, in 8th place from Grantsville, Christopher Fields. In 7th place from Union, Raimundo Olivas. In 6th place from Canyon View, Bridger Bowers. In 5th place from Union, Bryson Thomas. In 4th place from Grantsville, Tracer Clark. In 3rd place from Emory, Devin Byers. In 2nd place from Canyon View, Tristan Nichols. And your 190-pound divisional champion from South Carolina High School, Riker Woodward. Turn the other direction, please. Thank you, boys.
Girls, 190 pounds, 7th place. Alexia Chesley of Ogden, 6th place. Kaylee Lewis of Richfield, 5th place. Olivia Lafayette of Richfield, 4th place. Danielle Field of Union, 3rd place. Dahlia Silva of Union, 2nd place. Hannah Perry of Georgetown. And your champion from Canyon View, Talisa. Please face the other direction. Thank you, girls.
In the 215-pound classification, in 8th place from Providence, Nicholas Farga. In 7th place from Union, Hector Aguinez Perez. In 6th place from Ogden, Kyle Rumble. In 5th place from Canyon View, Jack Ewing. In 4th place from Grantsville, Keegan Dalton. In 3rd place from Manside, Talu Papa. In 2nd place from South Alabama High School, Oscar Dominguez. And your 215-pound divisional champion from Union High School, Weston Britton.
And face the other direction. Thank you, boys. Girl, 235 pounds, 8th place. Valeria Estrada, Canyon 7th place. Santiago Durante Lofton, 6th place. Casey Wood, Union, 5th place. Tamara McCook of Union, 4th place. Aspen Clark of 3rd place. Makalua of Richfield, 2nd place. Amy Hernandez of San Diego. And your champion from Canyon View, Whitehead Carpenter. Please face the other direction.
That wanted me to take it.
Thank you, girl.
In the 285-pound classification, the region you all came to watch wrestling today, the heavyweight division, in 8th place from Grantsville, Hunter Critchlow. In 7th place from Manside, Isaac Meekum. In 6th place from Emory, Joshua Howard. In 5th place from Grantsville, Nacho McGuire. In fourth place from Union, Mason George. In third place from Canyon View, Jackson Holyoke. In second place from Canyon View, Tate Killian. And your 285-pound divisional champion, representing Southland High School, Trayvon Barker.
Please give it, Rick. We're going to announce the most outstanding wrestlers in the lower weight and the upper weight for both girls and boys. Starting with the girls in the lower classification, your most outstanding wrestler was Brady Winterton. And in your upper classification, most outstanding wrestler, Talisa Matakayogo.
All righty, and your outstanding wrestlers in the boys lower weight division. From Finland High School at 106 pounds, Evan Centeno. And your outstanding wrestler in the upper weight division from Union High School, Tucker Rabel.
And now team scores going out to the top three teams. And if the first place team wants to have a picture on the podium, do so. Top three girls teams, the third place, Richfield, second place, Union, and your divisional champion, Canyon View.
All righty, and for the boys, top three teams in third place, Union High School. Your runner-up, South Summit High School, and your divisional champions, Canyon View. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for traveling and supporting your wrestlers. Please drive home safely, and we will see you at the stage.
We have a lost cell phone here to announce our state